Yeah, guys, please don't think that I'm telling you these stories because I want some gifts from you guys. I don't want anything from anybody. You know what I mean? I don't know. I've been like reminiscing. I don't know if I'm saying that word right. I'm reminiscing my childhood today. I don't know why. I got home a couple hours ago and I'm just sitting on the couch and I'm just like thinking about stuff. Then God's like, go make a video about it. I'm like, what? He goes, go make a video about it. I'm like, no. He's like, yes, go. Maybe somebody needs to hear it, Divinity. I'm like, okay. I gotta tell you, growing up, I didn't have much, because they treated me like the black sheep. And I'm not telling you this to treat me like, oh, poor me. No. I did always have my angels with me. But I remember every picture day, I never had anything nice to wear. Never. No. Because my father, who had adopted me, which I didn't even know that I was adopted at that time because I just found out a few years ago. But now I know why he wouldn't buy me new stuff because I wasn't his daughter. Why the fuck would he buy me something new, right? I guess. I'm not his daughter, so why the fuck would he spend his money on fucking me? So he would buy the other two girls new stuff all the time, yeah. It hurt me, but then I would be like so used to it. It was like it became normalcy after a while. Yeah. But one day when I turned 13, he bought me LA Gear sneakers. I'll never forget that. That made me so happy. And I got home and my same sister who's my enemy, she got so jealous. She got into a fight with me. I still remember that day. It's like, jeez. She was telling my dad, why did you buy her sneakers? What about me, Dad? And my dad was like, it's not your birthday. You know. But she had a big party though. I didn't even have a birthday party, you know what I mean? She had a big party in a temple. And I was never jealous, but she was jealous of my pair of sneakers after she had this big party. Her birthday was before mine, like for real. That bitch was always jealous of me, but anyways. But I just kept on thinking how my mom would try to cover shit and she thought I wouldn't know. So she would go to the thrift shop. And nothing against buying stuff from the thrift shop people. I'm not judging anybody. She would sometimes take me, or sometimes she wouldn't take me. For picture day, I needed a new shirt to wear, but they would never buy me a new shirt or something nice to its picture day. You know what I mean? So one time, I just remember this that she went to the thrift store, bought a shirt for me, cleaned it, washed it, ironed it, starched it up. You know what I mean? Made it look so damn spanking new. I was like, damn, is that a new shirt or what? But it didn't have a tag on it, so I knew. I was only 7, and I was like, well, it's not a new shirt, Jesus, because I was always connected to the angels. So I would think in my mind, well, it's not a new shirt, but at least it's something. So I'll wear it to school on picture day. But then I would always be like taking the picture, smiling. I would be like, just imagine you have diamond earrings in your ears. Smile. That's what I would do. Man, tell you. You got kids, you gotta love them all equally, even if they're your stepchildren or adopted children. Fucking love them. Why you gotta treat them different? And when Christmas came around, I used to be the most saddest as fuck. Because these Indian people that adopted me, they didn't celebrate Christmas. I don't know why. And I was always connected to Jesus. Even though I didn't go to church growing up, I just knew he was my heavenly father. You know what I mean? And I was connected to angels. But they wouldn't celebrate Christmas. They just wouldn't. I don't know why. I don't even know if Indians celebrate Christmas now. I have no idea. I don't. You know what I mean? They celebrate other holidays, but I don't think many of them, if you're not Christian or Catholic, you're not gonna celebrate it, whatever. That's what I think. So I don't know. So waking up Christmas morning, no presents. Like what the fuck, man? Especially as a kid, I will be like sad as fuck. Then I would go back to school and my teacher would be like, "Did you have a good Christmas? What did you get?" I would look at her and be like, "Really?" But when I grew up, I knew Christmas wasn't not about presents, of course. It's about spending time with your loved ones. Then I said, Jesus, I don't even have loved ones. I don't know these people. Why do they treat me so different? Because I didn't know I was adopted at that time, you understand? They always treated me like the black sheep. So why would they even buy me anything? I was lucky if I got some juice and crackers and here you go, girl. Jesus. I'm just sitting and laughing about it because I've healed, but it's just like people could be so fucking cruel to their children. But I wasn't their child, so. But they had to serve this karma in front of me this lifetime. I saw it all, guys. And it wasn't pretty, man. I felt bad for them, but then I realized why they were going through that. They went through some shit, man. When you fuck with an angel, not physically, but when you mess with an angel, and you don't even have to be an angel, when you mess with somebody's divine soul, this is good soul in general, you pay. Because Jesus is like, that's my daughter. Because all of us are his children. If you don't know that, I need you to unsubscribe to my channel right now. I don't give a fuck. You hear me? But I still thank my mom that she would go to the store, iron the shirt. Oh, I forgot to tell you, she would iron the shirt, wash it, iron it, starch it up with the starch spray. And then my mom, man, she was so fucking creative. She would wrap it up in a paper bag and be like, "Here, honey, I got you something new." Of course, I knew it wasn't new because it had a fucking tag on it. But then I'd be like, I would have to pretend as a 7-year-old that it was fucking new. If she didn't take me to the store, she would lie to me about it. But she thought I didn't know. I knew it was a used shirt. But I was grateful that, she was creative. Then I had to pretend, you got me a new shirt? Oh my God. And she didn't even know that I didn't know it didn't have a tag on it. I know that kind of stuff. I might be 7, but I know stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not putting my mom down, guys. I'm healing just along with you. And I'm getting that your mom did the best you can for you. Maybe it wasn't perfect, but at least she went to the store. At least she washed the shirt. At least because she probably couldn't even do that. Then what, right? But she made an effort. If your mom made an effort for you, then you should be thankful. Yeah, because she made the effort. And my mom made effort for me, though. She did. She had to do it behind the scenes, too. Because my dad was like really fucked up in the beginning. I wasn't his daughter. But they took the money from me, though. Yeah, they took a lot of money from me. They sure did. What a story, guys.